With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being.
Remember, it's OAR week on the program. We're going to be declaring the ballroom tomorrow. Intimate show with OAR. Your only chance to get into this exclusive event is to be a winner right here. 7:15, 8:15 each morning. So that means you got one more morning. That's tomorrow.
That's it.
7:15, 8:15, your chance to win some ticks.
All right, against my better judgment, I tweeted a picture of the article.
Did you say it's NSFW before you sent it out?
I said, warning, this has to be NSFW, but it's not a picture.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of a picture because it's a picture of an article, but I mean, it's not like, it's X-rated. But,
He's allegedly into the thing that Chris Rock used to talk about in his concert.
I guess. If you say so, I believe it. All right, O.J. Simpson still in the news, Cakes. I don't know how. He's 67. And I keep reading that he's sickly or that he's fat.
Right, he's like at death's door.
He's ready
Is
to
he
die.
sickly or is he fat?
Well, I've read all. That's what I'm saying. All
Somehow
accounts.
it's a combination of the two.
Yeah, I read
he's
that he's
sick all the time, yet he's a big fatty.
He's lost a lot of weight. He's not eating. He wants to die. Then I read he's obese and he hoards all the cookies in the prison, whatever they call that. What do they call that? Where they get all their...
Like the commissary?
Yeah, the commissary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valdez, you won't go visit him when you swing out to Vegas. Isn't he incarcerated in Nevada? I think he is.
I think so. Now, apparently, he is, according to some, this is maybe the Daily Mail, there's a rumor out there that he's bombarding Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian's mom, with love letters. Now, she's denied this, and she's described, I guess, in the past, OJ love letters as her worst nightmare.
Wasn't she making out with the guy from The Bachelor, Ben Flajnik, like a few months ago?
Yes.
I shouldn't know these things, but I do.
Bachelor Ben.
Bachelor Ben.
According to the National Enquirer, OJ's desperate for FaceTime with Kris and has been laid on thick in his letters telling her how beautiful he thinks she is and what wonderful memories he has of their time together. Obviously, her power and money is a huge attraction to him, as well as her looks, and he's clearly got in his head that her cash could get him an early release. He's currently in the middle of a 9 to 33-year sentence. There's no...
He's a full-on grasper.
There is no doubt that he's serving more time than he would have otherwise, right? I mean, there's just no doubt they're sticking it to him.
Yeah, of course.
Because he got off on the other charge.
You're mentioning Kris Jenner, who's the mother of Kim Kardashian. I can't believe the amount of money. We mentioned this earlier on the show.
Yeah.
But I saw this article about the money that the Kim Kardashian video game app generates per year, which is $200 million. Right. And she gets 45% of that. So she's getting about $45 million net. Plus, it said that she's making about $27 million a year. She's making like $80 million.
If you have downloaded the Kim Kardashian app, it should also come with like a puff of cyanide poison that is, as soon as it downloads onto your phone, it should just instantly kill you.
I mean, maybe
because you're a terrible person.
Well, then I'm a terrible dad because I know that my kid plays the Kim Kardashian. No, I didn't download it. Free app. It's on her phone. What do you want me to do? Am I supposed to go on there and delete her free app?
I have to acknowledge this. This is one area where I'm a nubber. I don't like to pay for apps.
I agree.
Well, most Americans are the same. They don't want to pay for apps.
It seems like people are getting rich off these apps. If I have to pay for an app, I go to the free one.
The model,
always.
It's a free app. The model is that they're built in. I don't know how the game works. It's something about Hollywood and trying to become Hollywood.
Right.
That if you want
to, it's shallow and vapid, just like her.
If you want to advance past a certain stage, then you might have to pay some money.
Right. Can I even pull the curtain back even more? We have we love AT&T. We have a long-standing relationship with AT&T dating back to it's got to be around 2003, something like that.
HFS
when
days.
we first came to HFS.
I remember Oscar Santana, when he was here at HFS before us. Like, we meet him. I think he greased he set it up for us.
Yeah, right. I mean, so you're going on a 12-year run with AT&T. Mm-hmm. We love them. We work for them. We're employees of AT&T. They provide us phones. Mm-hmm. Okay, we do commercials for them. I believe, I'm 99.9% sure, we have we could get apps for free too. Like, in other words, you could order an app,
right,
and they'll cover it. And I'm so nubs, and I think it's so just trifling that I don't buy apps. And AT&T would cover it. They would cover it for us.
You're fine. What are you really missing out on? The flashlight app?
I have a flashlight app. I have a free one.
Right. Everybody's got the assistive light app. Hello.
Every app I have is just littered with commercials and pop-up ads.
Yeah, but the apps like Candy Crush, where they're killing it, is it's free. But then when you get hooked on it and you're desperate for more lives, you can't get them, you can buy them.
But everybody has learned the workarounds on that.
Some people have.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You could think there's workarounds. $200 million coming into the Kim Kardashian stupid app.
Well, the people, as Jason's right, 85% of the country is just stupid.
Yes. The number might be higher.
Yeah. I mean, just really desperately stupid.
But let me say this. If we could come up with a Junkies app that generated $200 million in business, we would do it 5 minutes ago.
All right.
We just haven't figured out that blueprint yet.
All right. Valdez is telling me our buddy Chad Dukes from is it still LeVar and Dukes?
I think so.
Is it still LeVar and Dukes? Yeah, LeVar.
But he's got Chad Dukes versus the world at 6 p.m.
Correct.
I love that show. Love Big on Dukes, of course. Chad, how are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anything what you're talking
I
about.
think that during Chad Dukes versus the world, he might have done the faux pas of book the same guest that we had on earlier in the day.
Is that a faux pas around here?
I think they try and like space it out a little bit. You had an NBA guy who we had on earlier in the day.
Oh, he was really good.
Yeah.
I like that dude.
Well, here's what I know. All of the Bro Dog producers that work at that place, if one of them books another guest that they've had on earlier, they'll scream and yell and talk about how they're going to kick each other's ass. It's hilarious.
I know it's a real rivalry.
right.
Thank God I'm done.
There's
here
a lot
at
of finger
10.
pointing.
Yeah. What's
It's
up?
Rav and Bodie and AJ pulling knives on each other in the parking lot all day long.
Did you
all
know?
fighting for Adam Kilgore.
Yeah.
No
Oh my
offense, he was
God.
great.
Or Paul Flannery.
Right.
By the way, did you know Dukes? Dukes goes to he's a different genre. He's into country and that sort of thing. But did you know you don't wear the band's T-shirt to their show?
Of course I knew that. Haven't you seen PCU, Ricky?
No, I haven't seen it
See,
now.
you missed it.
I mean, I've never even heard
He's
of
never
it.
seen the
You're
clip.
talking to Evie.
Chad.
You know he hasn't seen that. He hasn't seen Titanic.
Well, the boat sinks. Why do I need to see that?
I was going to call in and I was going to make I was going to do a Conan the Barbarian reference about Kim Kardashian, but I knew at least 2 out of the 3 of you have never seen that movie. So I figured
And I
I'd
saw it a
bomb
long time
Yeah,
ago,
I don't
Chad.
think I would know the
I know
reference.
that Arnold was in it.
What was your I know you hate the Kardashians.
Well, just James Earl Jones turns into a giant serpent at one point in Conan the Barbarian, and I swear to God, I don't know what's going on with Kim Kardashian recently, but that's what she looks like. Like my chick had that show on last night, and she starts turning. She looks like a viper.
She used to be so hot.
Yeah, she was.
And she's got a big
first of all-
can, which we know Chad likes. He's into
Yeah,
that.
I do. I like the Fukerton. If you look it up on Urban Dictionary, that explains my lifestyle.
Oh, I know what the Fukerton's all about.
Are you still into that?
I don't get access as much to the the necessary proclivities
It
anymore.
happens. I understand. I hear you.
Just real quick, you guys were talking about the free apps and how they make money off of it. It's drinkers. I got this game that I play called Plants vs. Zombies, and it's completely free. But what happens is they're like, "Hey, do you want this special add-on? It's only 99 cents." And they, if I'm boozy, I'm like, it's hooked right to my iTunes.
Right.
I click it right in. I get the power up, and I'm playing away, and I forgot that I even bought it.
It's like you're in a casino with chips.
What's-
I mean, you don't equate them to real money until the next day when
Right.
you wake up. You say, "I'm down $1,000."
I will say this: I have paid. I'm a big proponent. I don't know why I don't have an endorsement deal with Volcano. Okay, where I've been using the Volcano for years. I will pay for that app. It's like $10 for like your iPad. It's a few bucks for like your other tablet you might have. What's the most you've ever paid for an app?
I've probably paid $5.99 for an app before, like an iPad video game. If it's worth it, like you guys don't play that stuff as much as I do. Like I think there's a lot of people that don't, have real hobbies or children or meaningful lives like me, and so you've got to figure out a way to get closer to death. I'm one day closer today. That's a victory.
Hey, Chad, I need your stance on everything bagels. It's been a raging controversy for the last 20 minutes here.
Yeah, well, I hope the end of the controversy is you dismissing your producer because he told me last night that everything bagels are for women, and I wanted to chase him down the street with a phone in my hand. They're the best kind. If you get a ham, egg, and cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese, what are you going to put it on? A blueberry bagel? No, you're not going to get the everything
Of
bagel.
course. You're the voice of reason,
Or
Chad.
you get it
Thank
on-
you.
Or you can get it on a plain bagel.
Oh, that you would say that, JP.
That is so JP, a plain bagel.
Well,
And also,
by the way,
it-
a plain bagel with a sausage, egg, and cheese, or bacon, egg, and cheese. That's usually the way it comes.
How about the everything bagel enhances the flavors of all the aforementioned
I mean, I've seen.
items.
I know what Chad's into, like food wise. I mean, he's into like the guy that with like waffles will put, cereal on his waffle. You know what I mean? Like he's into like 400 different
Cereal
things.
on my wall.
Well, I mean, like no, he's into like cheese and hamburgers and waffles and pancakes.
Nobody's into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a foodie, as you can tell by my waistline, even though I hate that term. Oh, and just real quick, while we're talking about things that are terrible, I took a peek in on, you know how Grant does that show on the Baseball Network or
Yes,
whatever?
correct.
So I was trying to support him. I was like, I'll take a peek and see what he's doing. And they're doing a 2-hour special on elbow injuries on the Major League Baseball radio network.
Yeah.
And speaking of a puff of cyanide that Cake's talking about when you open the Kardashian app, I was wishing for a gallon of cyanide.
Now hold on. Is he doing? Is there a visual element to that? Is he doing it on the MLB television network, or is it just?
No, it's a radio show talking about elbow injuries for 2 hours. What are we doing? We've lost it. We're stuck in this quagmire of caring about this nonsense.
Right.
I love you, boys.
All right, thank you.
Love you too, Chad. Thank
Chad
you.
Dukes, everybody. Check him out. Afternoon show. I mean, he's just on all the time. So
LeVar
Find him anywhere.
Dukes 2 to 6,
And he
Chad Dukes
embraces,
versus the world.
he
6
embraces
to 7.
the everything bagel, as he should.
Right.
As a man.
Scott,
And firearms.
It's one of
as
the
well.
longest hashtags ever, though, because he gives that out. If you listen to Chad Dukes versus the world, what is it?
It's CDVTW. It's not that long. It's pretty
It's
easy.
confusing to me.
Come on.
I'm an old
You
dog.
need to up your hashtag game, my
I have
friend.
more stories. Can I continue?
You
I think I
haven't
did
done
one.
one story.
No, I did do
Yeah, you
one.
did?
I did OJ
Oh,
and
that's
the Kris Jenner love letters. I got to do this story about the I didn't even know this comic existed, and they're killing off the character.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Did you know this? First of all, I didn't even know comic books still existed. Frankly, like where on earth would you buy a comic book?
Chad's going to call back in.
No, I mean, Chad's not seriously still into comics. There's
I
no-
think he is.
So hold on, Chad.
Oh,
Chad,
he was pissed yesterday.
All right, hold on. Because of this news,
Archie's done, right?
No, the other one, not Archie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Archie. Which story were you
Archie
gonna
was
do,
the one
UB?
I was going to do. But hold on.
Jughead.
Where on earth would a person buy a comic book in 2014? I mean,
Dunce cap. Yeah.
give it to me. Where would a kid? Where would
Either
a guy?
a comic book store.
Okay,
they
where's
still
where,
exist.
Where?
There
Right
are-
next to the vinyl stores.
I mean, there aren't that many, but there are still comic book stores or Amazon. I would assume they have to carry comic books.
Or can you get a subscription? Like, do they send
I
them
would
to you?
suppose you get a
Like
subscription,
if you're
like a Sports Illustrated.
like if you're into Superman,
Yeah.
if Superman still exists as a comic book, do they send you a new one every month?
I'm being completely honest with you. I would have thought it was even money that comic books didn't exist anymore. You know,
I knew they existed.
Still exist.
but I
Because
don't know
last
much
time,
about 'em.
figured
last
old
time I
ones.
checked,
You
the
could get an
comic
old
book
one.
adaptations that they turned into movies make millions, if
Right, but
not
aren't-
billions of
aren't
dollars.
those all old comics?
Generally, yes.
I mean, I don't know, when did X-Men come out? Like the comic.
It's probably started in the 70s, I would guess.
Right.
Early 80s.
What's a cool new genre? I don't even care.
I'm sure I know.
But-
Spawn.
Spawn.
that
Yeah.
came out 15 to 20 years ago.
That's your boy McFarlane's?
Yeah, McFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. All right, but can I just do some more when we come back? Because I know we're up
Yes.
against the break. All right, we'll do that. Don't go anywhere.
1067. 1067. The Fan.